I know that an unknown foe will come soon. All my efforts to prepare humanity for this impending danger were for naught. Humans forget.
Okay guys, I know that a lot of you guys out there are THQ Nordic fans. They have some great titles. So recently, they actually just announced a whole bunch of their upcoming games for 2022, and one of them is ELEX II. The game ELEX is actually on all consoles except for Nintendo Switch. So that means PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X. It's actually coming out soon, already out actually by the time this video is out, which I'm really excited to talk about. Now, coming back to the question, can I play ELEX II without playing the first one? Yeah, so I played the game without any knowledge or prior in the or any whatever knowledge about the game at all. But let me talk to you a little bit about the storyline. So the storyline is very interesting, how there are a bunch of different factions or even races in the game, and they are all fighting to take care of their people. They're fighting for land, they're fighting for resources. So it's like a whole bunch of skirmishes of humans on that planet, and at the same time there's a whole bunch of aliens that just came crashing down, and our character, his name is Jax, and he's just like, hey guys, we're being attacked by aliens, and everyone's just like, we don't care, we gotta secure our own people and our own factions. And I really like this storyline actually when you think about it, because you kind of have to figure out which faction you want to join. You do have your wife, which you have met from the first game. Her name is Kaya. Now, the biggest reason that I chose the Berserker faction was because I love my wife. She's very hot. When are my motives not motivated by these things? And I really like that, you know, based on your choices, you can make good decisions, bad decisions. It's entirely up to you on how you want to approach things. And you know, there are a lot of things that do impact that, like hurting animals that don't hurt you actually make you a bad person in the game, which I was like so shocked about, because I was just trying to collect chitin, whatever that is pronounced. I just really wanted that resource. And also, yeah, there are also romantic interests and relationship building in the game, where you have to collect allies to go against the alien race. So like it or not, you, based on which faction you join and who you ally with and who is walking with you, they can see your actions and actually react to it. So storyline wise, I do like that you can make all these decisions. I do like that people can react to you, so it really adds to the immersiveness. And let me just tell you, I'm a simp, so my decisions will be based on Kaya. I'm gonna be real here. There's one time that Kaya got upset at me for recruiting someone from the opposing faction into our faction, and yeah.
I was told you must prove.
I reset my game so fast. I was so shocked at how fast I was able to recover the file. I was just like, please don't save. Please don't save here, please. Okay, let's talk about gameplay. So I'm gonna just say that the game in the beginning is extremely tough. It's actually really hard. There are so many moments where I felt that I wanted to give up, but honestly really don't, because the payoff is really good. So when it comes to the beginning side, you kind of have to pick and choose your enemies. I think even toward when you level up really high as well, you aren't able to actually like fight every single enemy around. There are gonna be moments where you're just gonna be swarmed by so many different enemies, and because of how your Jax's gameplay or style works, you kind of need to isolate yourself and the enemy. Don't try and take them head on. You gotta be kind of like smart about it as well. There are multiple weapons, there are hand grenades, and there are a lot of different ways to play the game. And if you join the Berserkers, you can even become a like a mage, I suppose, where you can kind of like not just cast spells, you can even have like enhanced melee abilities with just your own bare fists. But honestly, that's really fun of the game. It's just kind of like finding the material, finding the money as well, and also material and resources to kind of get or build your weapon. You can even upgrade it if you have multiple weapons. So make sure in the game that one thing you have to remember is that you don't unnecessarily sell your stuff. That's number one. And don't unnecessarily just spend your money as well, because your resources, your ELEX, your currency can go beyond just upgrading your weapon and your jetpack. Yes, you have a jetpack in the game to get you through terrains, which I think is really nice. And as you upgrade it, it gets stronger, and you are able to jump even higher and longer as well. Personally, for me, it's so hard to get money in the game, and you need this money in order to level up and get as many skills as possible. So yeah, it's up to you how you want to play it. Honestly, I really like how the gameplay of the game is basically based on your decisions. Do you want to make it harder or easier for you? Alright, so now let's talk a little bit about the graphics. I think like the graphics are just, I think they look gorgeous in terms of the world building. It looks really nice, and I do like how Kaya looks up. That's not what the graphics meant, but okay. I think the character design looks really basic. I do really like the fact that depending on your faction, you do get new armor as well, which really elevates the look of your person. Or you can just play as, you know, as an outcast. You don't want to join anyone, but not really, it kind of like factionless, I suppose, and you can kind of like go out of your way and just get whatever other clothes that you want as well. I think the graphics look fine. I think they look really pretty. I swear to God, like, I have so many times where I just said that I don't really like open world games because I get so sidetracked that I don't even remember the main mission of the game. I don't remember what's happening on the main story. But because this game, you kind of do need to do these side quests, and you know, in order to gain not just XP but as well as material and money, I don't think that I hate the side quests at all. I feel like each side quest is unique in its own way. It has like a bit of a side story to tell, and that's what makes it so amazing. However, because these quests come with a lot of conversation, a lot of lore as well as history, it makes it just so fun to play, and I really do like that. And on top of that, let's talk a little bit about the battle system. I think the battle system is very direct and straight to the point. Depending on what weapon you choose is how you're going to be playing the game. And there's also different types of styles of fighting as well that you can do that. And I did mention before that you can upgrade your weapons and abilities and skills as well. Do you prefer just butt kicking and just like crushing monsters all the time? Absolutely go for dexterity and even HP and strength. But if you prefer, you know, playing the sneaky stealth, then you prefer kind of like hacking into safes and locks, and you know, that's up to you how you want to do it. It's actually just really fun. I mean, it sounds very complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually not so bad. I really enjoy the combat. Or if you're like for me personally, that's why I do love having Kaya in the game. Her mage skills are very strong. Okay, like it's kind of like a 2-3 hit and you're done kind of thing. So what I do is either I get a shield and I just kind of like tank everything so that Kaya can just finish him off, or I kind of like just run around and Kaya just like shoots at them. But try not to move so much though, because when it comes to NPC, one thing about them is that they're not so great at aiming. Their AI isn't necessarily the best, so like or not, it kind of has to depend on you. Other than that though, I think generally the gameplay is very straightforward and very fun. You know how much the game managed to suck me in, honestly. As I said before, I'm not a bit an open world fan. I didn't know that this game was open world. I just really kind of like jumped into it with an open mind, just really enjoying it. I have to say, I am thoroughly enjoying the game. I find myself just exploring so much. I die a lot. There are so many instances where I died and I just get so frustrated, but like because I just want to know what happens, I just want to know what happens to lore. I just want to impress Kaya so much. I want to talk to my son Dex. I just love this game so much. Anyways, guys, overall, I have to give this game a solid love because I really do love the game. I'm not necessarily at the end just yet, but I have played a majority of the game and I'm really enjoying it. I spent about almost like I think 3 to 5 days on the game, and I have to say that, you know, I really hope it doesn't come to an end anytime soon. It doesn't seem like it because it looks like I have a long way to go. Hi everyone, I'm Tashbunny, otherwise known as Tash. I'm a content creator as well as your average esports host and shoutcaster. I also make videos on the side, mostly about keyboards as well as video games. So if you guys want to see more of me, do follow me on my YouTube channel. Other than that, don't forget to follow THQ Nordic for their latest gaming announcements as well as updates, and I'll see you guys later.